Hi everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. For the past few weeks, I have started renovating our living room. I was just so sick of the plain walls. I just knew what I wanted to do with that space, so I started. Instagram and TikTok make paneling look so easy, so I thought I would be able to do it myself, which I have done. So let me insert that footage of me starting off by doing the paneling, and then I will fill you in on where we are now. It is now a few weeks later. We have done paint samples and I am now caulking. I keep saying chalking, but it's not, it's caulking. I am now caulking the inside of the panels, basically running along here on the inside with caulk. I've done half of the wall here. Going under the TV was very difficult, but Adam's not around to take the TV off. I've just got these panels here, these ones, and then this little corner here. So I'm really proud of myself. I want to get this done today. So then I need to prime the wood as well, which I hadn't taken into consideration. Prime all the wood and then paint it. These were the three colours that I got. This one I loved when I saw it on somebody's TikTok. She does lots of stuff in her home and I always loved the colour of her walls. However, it's far too grey in this room, and this room is quite dark. So this was Cancun by B&Q. This one was another B&Q one. I'll leave a photo of the pot that we had on the screen. Can't remember the colour off the top of my head. And this one, which you can barely see, is Farrow & Ball Wimborne White, and I'm going to get that colour matched. Now I was tempted to add a Farrow & Ball green, but I'm just worried that I don't want this room to be too dark. Although this is going to be like a cosy snug room, I don't know. I think I am going to go get a tester and we'll put it on the wall and see. I just don't know if I'm brave enough for it. So this is what I have been doing today. It was the only day I had that I just want to get it done. I'm so fed up of the room not being finished. Half term really threw me off. I've got a little pot of water, so I dip my finger into that and then I run my there's a lot on there, but that comes off. I've actually been doing okay with it and it looks really neat. Like so, and then I'll just remove all that excess as well. So I've got that to do several more times. So as you can see, I have finished the paneling, I have caulked it. So now all I have left to do is fill in the gaps with some wood filler, then priming it. I say all I have to do. Priming it, then painting the walls, and I think the colours we've gone for are Wimborne White. Then I also need to paint the floor because it needs to be freshened up. I was toying with sanding the floors back to their natural wood colour because I did really love that. They were like a really light wood, very similar to what we've got in the kitchen. However, I have not got the time for that, which is annoying. Yeah, I'm still unsure what I'm going to do. I don't really want to get a big machine in, and I don't know if it can be done with just a little hand one. But yeah, I'm going to paint first and then see where we're at. But for today, we have had a huge Next delivery. So we teamed up with Next to kit out our living room with some of their homeware pieces, and I'm so excited to unbox these. We've had these huge boxes sitting around for the past week and I've been dying to get into them, but I wanted to open them up with you guys. I'm not going to be putting them into the living room until maybe the weekend when it's painted and the floor is done, just because I don't want them to get ruined. I want to savour it. I want to film everything going in, show you the before and after, because I know for a fact it's going to make such a huge difference to that space. At the moment we also have Lloyd here doing some bits outside. He's putting up a gate and fence panel next to the barbecue area, just to stop Blue going into the front garden. I've been wanting that done since we moved in, and it's finally being done. He is also digging up some of the front garden so that our driveway gates can open up a little bit more. We're still not starting work on the driveway yet. We were hoping to start it this summer, but I don't really know the plans on that. I leave that down to Adam to deal with the driveway. But anyway, let's get into this next unboxing. Blue is currently crying because we have workmen outside and he wants to get out and go see them. So this is the boucle chair. I was trying to do a really aesthetic video, but it didn't work out like that. I need to get this out of the way. So first up is this beautiful teddy boucle chair, and I've had my eye on this for so long. It's the perfect size, it's nice and deep. It has this big cushion on it though, which when you sit into it, you still feel quite upright. I didn't want something that was going to be very low on the back. Does that make sense? So like you still feel quite upright. It's just right. The colours as well. So it's a white boucle but with a speck of cream, and this is going to go so nicely with the colour that I'm going to paint the living room. I feel like this is going to make the room look so luxurious. Okay, so this one is going to be too big to fit on the screen, but this is a sideboard, and wait till you see this one. Okay, let's call in reinforcement. Yeah. Because it's upside down. Oh, you did it? Yeah. So now I've got to get rid of this. Oh. Right. That can go out the door?
Yeah, they're not drawn on it.
Oh, I've got it under my foot. Okay, so now I need to lie it
and
down.
now put it to there. Yep, but you're going to lift it in a second. Not yet.
What? I'm going to what?
Not yet. Now to get a little bit of lift if you can from the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the Dark Able Mango Wood woven front sideboard. I really wanted to add some darker woods into that living room, and creams, and just really kind of like, I really love like Amber Lewis interiors. Her book is just very inspiring. So I think adding a touch of mango wood is just perfect for that room, and it will obviously give storage for all the kids' things, the Nintendo. I'm planning for this to go under the TV, and I just think it will be nice to style with some candles, lamp, coffee books, and it will just add a little bit of character into that room, which is desperately what it needed. This is the terracotta Linton table lamp in large. It also comes in a small shape, which I was really toying with what shape, because the small one looks beautiful as well. But I just feel like because that sideboard is so big, I think this will look amazing on it. The lampshade is the perfect colour. This is what I want the Roman blinds to be, this kind of linen fabric. But I love the terracotta bottom. I love the shape of it as well, and the shape of the lampshade is so different. I think this will look so nice on the sideboard. We've actually got a grey one in there at the moment, but I feel like this is going to really warm up the space. And this can actually be hung in several different ways. But I love that it's brass and it gives that really antique feel. Again, the lampshades are stunning. I just think it gives that kind of antique feel, but modern at the same time, and I think it will be a really good mix in that living room. Next up, we have a rug, which I have been so excited. I honestly at this point feel like I'm losing my mind. So I have primed all the wood, which I can't remember if I've filmed me doing that. It's honestly quite boring. It was just, so I had to fill all the corners with wood filler. That was a very tedious job, very easy, but tedious. And then I had to prime it. So as you can see, they were wood and now they are white. And now I am just, oh yeah, painted the floor again. I just need to do this section once, so I need to wait for this to give it a few more hours. It's okay to walk on, and then move the sofa back and then just paint this little section where the sofa is. Now I am choosing paint colours and I am losing my mind. Absolutely losing my mind. It's obviously getting darker now and I really wanted to paint this tonight. These are Farrow & Ball. So the original one was Wimborne White and I was going to do that. But when I saw this room like this, I just thought, no, it's too bland. It's too... This room is mostly used in the evening anyway, and I really want it to feel cozy and warm, like a real little nook. Imagine at Christmas time, cozy like Christmas tree, and yeah. So then I thought, okay, let's go for a green. I have wanted a green room for a long time. I was going to do the bathroom green, but I thought, let's see how it is here. This one I have loved for a long, long time. This is Farrow & Ball French Grey. But on my walls, like if you look at it online on other people's, it looks very different. Of course, on every single wall it looks different, different lighting, etc. For me, it felt too grey. So I went back to the shops and I picked up this one, which is Green Smoke. So I wanted to choose something that was a bit greener to this, but I think this is too green. Oh my goodness. And then we have this one, which again, loved it online, loved seeing it in other people's homes, but I think this is too dark. I know it still has to dry. I have only just put these two on the wall. And this one is chalk. Calc Green number 34. So I have only just put these two up. This one I done last night, so that is fully dry. The other two colours was just home-based ones. This one was Cancun, and I can't remember what this one is, but this was way too yellow. At the moment, I'm aiming more towards this one now seeing them. But do you know what? I'm glad I've done this, because I always would have doubted myself, and I feel like now I know that's too green, that's too dark. This is the one, I think. But I'm going to give it another hour before heading back to the shops to get it, and then I'm going to paint this tonight. I also got some wood stain, so while I'm waiting for this to dry, I am going to stain this, which Adam isn't sure about, but I want to do that. And then the green as well, which Adam doesn't want me to do, but I need to show him other rooms. I want to take the paint down to the skirting boards, so it will be painted from the skirting boards all the way up and then on the ceiling as well. It's supposed to like heighten the room, make it feel bigger, and also make it feel cozier apparently. Very proud of myself for how far I've got at the moment, but I want this over now. I want it all over with. Adam come in and his impression was, whoa, they're green. I've decided I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to decide tonight. I'm going to maybe paint these three panels, the three different greens that I like, and then as the days go on decide. I'm not going to rush it like I always do. I've done this with Pollyanna's, I rushed it, ended up hating the colour. So at the moment I am just going to do the beams. I have to sand them down. I also have to fill in, I've just noticed, this little hole up here because the light used to go there. And then we actually got the light moved to here so that it's central to this room that we're in now. Because if you remember, if you've watched any of my previous vlogs, this room went out more and this was like a living room, dining room. We then added this wall here and extended out onto the back of the house to make a kitchen dining area on the back of the house. So yeah, we had to centralise this. This is going. I've got a new one which you would have seen me unboxing. It's still got that brass antique feeling, but it's a little bit more modern. I feel like this is too big for this room. The ceilings are quite low and I feel like this makes the room feel smaller. I think the last time I picked up with you, I was doing the beams, I was staining them. I still am yet to do it. So this one has had, I think 2 coats. I do want to give it a final coat. I actually need to go over this side to make this darker. You can see I haven't got to this bit yet, but I had to move the sofa back to this corner so that I could then paint the floor over here. These are the 2 I've narrowed it down to. We have French grey, and we have, this one is green smoke. Calc is this little one here, and here. It's like a more green. This one is a lot darker. It's looking very dark on the camera. My issue is, I love French grey, but I think it blends in too much with our sofa. And then we've got the blinds, which are similar to the sofa, and we also have lampshades like this to go on the side of the TV, and I just think that does nothing. That's a bit nicer. That's too green. So this is my train of thought, but because I'm not going with the original one, French grey, that I thought I loved, I can't decide now. So this is where I am. I've got a whole wall of samples and I can't decide what to do. So I don't know, I've just painted these big ones on the wall hoping it would help me, and I keep kind of popping in and having a look at the wall, and I'm just hoping I'm gonna be pulled to one of them. I can't remember the last time I picked up, I think it was yesterday when I was putting these samples, the bigger samples, on the wall. I definitely decided, as much as I love French antique, or French grey it's called, it didn't blend well with the sofa and the colours that we were having in this room. The other one I do love, but I'm scared that I'm gonna drench the room in it and it will be too dark. So I have finally decided to stick with Wimborne white. Now I don't even know what made me go on to green. I think I saw it in the shops and then I was like, oh, I really do like a green. I am, however, going to do a green in the downstairs bathroom, like a really dark green. So I feel like, yeah, that will be really nice. I feel a little bit disappointed that I wanted to do something so brave and I've ended up going for white. That is what we're going with anyway. So I'm going to get painting. The kids have just got home from school. I've been filming all day. And we're gonna finish painting. I actually need to do some more coats, one more coat on half of the wood. Hello, it is another day. We are now in May. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a cold as well now, so I'm flu-ridden, but I'm trying to keep going, dosing up on Lemsip cold and flu tablets, and it seems to be doing the job. I didn't get finished in here until 2 AM in the morning, just gone 2. Adam did help. He painted some of the bottom squares for me, which was helpful. It's actually so fiddly painting paneling. Obviously when you've just got a roller, you go over the whole wall with a roller, but with the paneling you kind of go in the squares with the roller, and then you have to get a paintbrush and paint the panels like individually. Also, the roller that I have broke on me last night, so that was really frustrating. The first coat has been done. I now have to do the ceiling and then the second coat this evening. So I'm hoping I can get the ceiling done now. I've just been filming, that's why I've got a full face of makeup. I've been filming today. So I'm hoping I can do the ceiling before picking up the kids from school, and then this evening do the second coat, and then tomorrow it will be ready to be all the furniture come back in and style this living room, and it'll all be perfect. I also need to repaint the floor because the workman came in and there is big muddy footprints all over the floor now. So I just need to touch up the floor as well, and also where we've moved the sofa it's like left scuff marks. So I'm gonna crack on, do the ceiling, and I can't tell you how relieved I'm gonna be when this room is done. Today is Bank Holiday Monday, and I have been patiently waiting and trying to film putting all the furniture back into this room all weekend, but it's just been so dark. Even today, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's grey and miserable, and I was just about to film putting these next items in, but I think it's too dark. So the room is still completely empty. It has been panelled, painted. Up here is lovely and dark. This chandelier needs to come out. I need help with that one. And I've just finished popping the TV frame that I made back up. There will be a tutorial on how I done this over on Instagram Reels, so go and check that out. But so easy. It is one of the best things that I've done DIY, apart from the paneling as well. The paneling has been amazing. But yeah, and then I just go onto YouTube and I put in vintage TV art, and then that's it. It just stays on the screen like this, and I love it so much. I recently discovered that with the frame TVs, you actually have to pay for a monthly subscription to get the art for the TV as well. So I just feel like this is so good. I have just moved all the sofa out the way because the rug, I'm gonna lay the rug down. But do you know what? It doesn't look too dark. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, I've just moved this all out of the way. This isn't gonna be on the in shot over on Instagram. So I've moved it all out of the way. I'm kind of gonna roll the rug out, and that will be the shot there. But you're gonna get a little behind the scenes, I guess, of the Instagram reel and a more in-depth version. This rug is so beautiful and soft. They did have this in a larger option, but it wasn't available for, I think, 9 weeks. Well, this is 100% wool. I'll just show you this. I will link to everything below. This is the looped border rug, 100% wool. And it does actually have a little bit of grey going through. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, it didn't look like it had grey online. Like, as you can see here, it doesn't look like there's any grey whatsoever, but when it is laid down, it's not noticeable at all. It's a really neutral, beautiful, yeah, it's a really, really nice colour, and I think it goes really lovely with the walls. Just need to decide where it's going to go at the moment, because the sofa's going to come back to here, so I don't want it all the way under the sofa because I don't want it to be wasted, but it does have to go under the sofa ever so slightly. So I'm just going to figure this out now while I'm filming, and then put the sofa back together and then start getting this room together. I'm so excited. Over on Instagram, it'll look so effortless and like it was a really easy thing to do. So I can see where the sofa is going to come back down along here and along here. So I literally just want the border under the sofa right now because I want to be able to have use of it in the room as much as possible. Oh. I might need his help. Will I need his help? Independent. That's why I love her. The sofa is IKEA. It's the Ektorp, and we had this, the Ektorp, in the previous. Our previous sofa was an Ektorp, and I just loved it because These wash up so well. We had the white and we had a 3-seater and a 2-seater, and I just, yeah, I washed it every few months. I washed it and it never ripped, it never, don't want to jinx it, but it was just, yeah, brilliant. Just scratched the floor getting that one in, so I need to touch that up a little bit. This is the lamp that we have, but it's far too big to go on here, so I will get a little side table for in the corner behind me. And then this is the light fixture that needs to go up. Now it can be done in 2 ways. You can have the hanging chain, or the chain can come off and it can be fixtured from here, which is what I actually saw it on the Next website, and I think it looks lovely. And we do have quite low ceilings, so we are going to remove the chain. So I am just sat going through the instructions now, and let's see how I get on. Adam did get his drill out and he drilled the bracket onto the wood. That's the only thing I need to learn how to do, is use a drill, and then I really could do everything myself. We're in! I feel like this has been a real labour of love. I feel like I always do this with these projects. I start them and they take so much longer than expected, and then I kind of start doubting myself or give up. I've just caught a spider crawling up the wall. I'm gonna have to go get that, it's pretty big. But I am so pleased with this room. I feel like it's almost there. We still need to get some Roman blinds in like a linen fabric. So I'm going to order them this evening and get them up tomorrow. So in the next vlog you will see that. Need to get some light bulbs for the lovely lamp and the light fixture up here, and need to put some new bits on the walls. So I do have some pieces that I want to show you. But yeah, overall I'm so pleased with this room. I'm so glad I panelled it. I know that I'm going to love sitting in here in the evening, relaxing, watching a movie. I'm so glad I went for Wimborne white as well. I was really disappointed in the week that I didn't go for a green because I couldn't decide which one. But now it's all put together like this. It's so airy and bright, and I'm going to use this room for my filming now as well. I'm going to use this little corner over here for the backdrop of my videos, which is just going to be so much nicer. At the moment I do it in the kitchen, so it's going to be beautiful. But I also have some homeware pieces that I ordered weeks ago, so I'm hoping they'll still be in stock for you all. Everything that I featured from Next will be linked in the description box below, as well as these items that I'm going to show you as well. Next have some of the best home furniture you can imagine, and they have such a wide selection from their own brand to lots of other brands. All the items that I featured in this video are from Next own brand, but I'm just so pleased with every single piece, and the quality is just outstanding. Like this mango wood cabinet, it's going to be a piece that we will keep for a lifetime. I know that definitely. And the rug, 100% wool, it's so cozy. I wanted something that would as well not get dirty quickly, and I feel like where it's quite textured, it's perfect for kids. But let me get into some other pieces that I have ordered that I know you will all love as well. So first up, H&M Home. I picked up these cushions. They're so nice. Again, like a linen fabric with a green floral print on them. I really want to introduce some green accents into this room just to warm it up a little bit. So I absolutely love those. They're 50 by 50. I can't remember how much they were, but they're 40% recycled cotton, but they do look like a linen, and they feel like a linen as well. But I just loved the print on them. So I got 2 of those for this sofa. And then I also got these, but I want I don't want everything to match. I want to have like different cushions, different textures. So I got this, but this looks huge. I think this is meant to be a 50 by 50. Yeah, 50 by 50, but it's kind of, it's got this beautiful ruffled hem, and it matches perfectly with the sofa, but this one might blend in too well with the sofa, so I'm not sure if these are going to be a keeper. I'm not sure if they would look really nice with this, wouldn't they? Maybe I'll have these in the other, on the white sofa maybe. I also picked up these from Marks and Spencer's, again, weeks ago. These are the M&S wall sconces. Sconces, I think that's what they're called. But again, this matches perfectly with the sofa. I'm hoping we won't have to electrically wire them. I saw a hack online where you can reuse the Amazon light bulbs that are battery operated, but it would still consist of drilling them into the wall, which I think will be okay. But yeah, and I was thinking they could go up on either side of the TV. So I've ordered 2 of these, and the idea, it's quite echoey in this room now. The idea was to have them in the centre of this wall here, like this. So one here, like this. And I just think that will really make this wall look very beautiful. They also match the light fixture really well, so I'd like to get them up for next week's vlog as well. Yeah, just really love them. I loved the kind of linen style effect on them as well. I feel like we're getting there slowly. I feel like I'm really focusing now on making the house a home. I feel like when you do a huge renovation, you can just be very relieved to just be back in the home and happy with how it all is, and then 2 years goes past. But yeah, I'm focusing now room by room. The next room that is going to be decorated next is Pollyanna's. So hers is going to be wallpapered, and then the skirting boards and doors are going to be painted green. So hers has a very whimsical floral feel to it, and I'm very excited. We need to have huge clear outs because they have just got way too much stuff. And yeah, she needs new furniture. Like, I want to get her a new bed. She wants to move her bed against her wall, so that's going to be a whole different thing. And then after that, it will be moving on to Alfie's room, then the downstairs toilet, which I want to paint and panel, then the playroom, probably last. Room by room, step by step, without getting too carried away with myself. But I am so pleased with this room. I'm so pleased with the furniture that we have in here now, and I feel like it's made such a difference to the home. So I'm really pleased. I hope you enjoyed me being back on YouTube, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.